It's mad that in 2020, the year of progression, society still fails to recognise the stresses and pressures that life throws at us today. Social media and technology is crucial.
So we're joined by 3 winners of the grand final for the Vlogstar challenge.
Hi, my name is Steph and I won Best Technical.
Hi, I'm Charly and I won the overall winner.
Hello, my name is Callum. I go under the alias The Teenage Aspie on YouTube. I'm 16 years old and I won the Rising Star Award at the Vlogstar Challenge 2020.
Why did you guys want to become vloggers? What was the big thing for you?
So for me, I always loved performance and talking since I was so tiny, and anyone who has known me my entire life would know that I just talk too much, and I always just want to throw myself into people's faces like I have arrived. So yeah, for me it was just more of a challenge for myself because I lost a lot of that confidence as I grew older. You know, you've got to be yourself, and I think for me I really enjoyed the challenge of trying to be my authentic self and do something that would take me out of my comfort zone.
I'm the complete opposite for Charly as well. I'm always a background person. I've never wanted to be someone in the foreground who's really excitable, like, oh my God, I'm here, listen to what I have to say. I'm always that person who wanted to be in the background, behind the scenes. I just basically never wanted to be the main center of attention. But seeing the amount of people who are promoting autism on YouTube and haven't done it in this style, I thought that this would be such a great chance for me to express myself. I didn't really have a very creative brain. That's the thing. Like, I always had to follow a script. Always had to follow a specific idea. I never spoke off a whim. I never spoke whatever came into my mind because I knew I'd just stop and stutter. So I thought that I need to get better at this.
I'm quiet, but then I can talk for days, and I'm shy, but I love the camera. And it was a little bit like, okay, I don't want people filming me and then me being all shy and then doing things wrong. With YouTube and vlogging, it's all on my terms. So I edit this content, I put it out, like, it's essentially, again, it's all on my terms.
What makes a good vlog?
Light and sound. Before content for me. If I click onto a vlog and your lighting's terrible and I can't hear what you're saying, it is very unlikely that I'm going to stay and listen. Unless it's like a super important subject and something that I really want to know, like it's proper niche, then I will make an effort. But you need to get your light and sound right, like, first of all. And then I also think, moving on to content, just authentic content, like real content. We're past that stage where we just watch something and it's like, oh, it's a highlight reel or it's filtered. And we don't like that. I just feel like as a society, we're not there anymore. We just want real, raw content. And you can do that on YouTube. And the great thing is, if it's interesting to you, it's probably interesting to someone else.
No one else is going to tell a story like you tell a story. And, you know, you might want to create a blog based around feminism, and that's great. Just because there's loads of vlogs about feminism doesn't mean that you can't either, because no one else is going to say it like how you say it. And I think that's how you get people to engage with who you are, and that's why people come back. You don't always have to be overly positive either. I think I see a lot of people creating content and they're just like, do couch to 5k, do all these positive things, do all these things. And I think a lot of people just need to be told not to have to worry about those things, get through things. Like, sometimes it's good to just hear a real person talking about real feelings and real conversations.
Just finding that passion and finding something that you want to do is also is arguably the biggest component of the video, because if you're just chatting a lot of waffle and you don't really know what you're speaking about, people are going to be like, what is this guy talking about? You don't even need good editing. Like, no one needs to use like top of the range software to really grab people's attention.
Really, what you guys are saying is that anyone can be a vlogger. So what really does it take to do that? Do you need all this high-tech equipment, or?
No, not at all.
No.
I've been recording all my vlogs on an iPhone 6, right? I did not have a tripod for my last video, for the I Talk to Myself one. There's this really stable shot, and then you see like 3 of me pop up. To do that, I found a metal pole in the garden. I literally just stabbed it into the ground, sellotaped my phone, and that was my stable shot. That was my tripod.
For my first video that I did on my channel, I was recording it on my iPhone 8. I posted the video on YouTube the quality was shocking, right? Like all you could see was just pixels of me. I was just thinking, oh my God, this is absolutely terrible. What are people going to think when they click on my channel and they find out that this is what the video looks like? But in the end, people will get what you're trying to speak about, and then will give you things that you may need to improve upon, give you things that are positive. And that's one of the most important things of being a YouTuber, taking things that people are saying, taking things that your fans are saying to you, and really incorporate that in future videos.
Lighting, you know, record it at daytime, golden hour. You've got perfectly good sunlight going on outside. That's in fact the best lighting you can have. So that's free. In terms of editing stuff, you can get free apps on your phone if you don't have a laptop, which are, again, perfectly adequate. You know, if you do want to buy equipment, you don't have to break the bank in order to make content look good. If people are engaged with the stories that you tell and what you're passionate about, then they can look past all of the editing flaws and all of the technical flaws and stuff, because they want to watch you.
Young people are seeing vlogging as more of a career now, so they're not going into, let's say, the stereotypical or your standard career or even going to university. Why is it a career for young people?
I think it allows space and time for individuality and authenticity, and that's what makes people happy, I think. And if you can monetize that, and if you can sort of roll with the punches there and keep going, and the time for a 9-to-5 desk-based job has kind of come and gone.
If you can wake up, do what you love, talk about what you love, and get paid for it, then why would you want to do anything else? Like, we don't want to wake up on a Monday morning thinking I need to be in the office at 9. Realistically, I don't think anyone wakes up thinking I want to work for this company for the rest of my life and be told I need to be here at this time and this is what my day is going to look like. So vlogging and just essentially this whole internet era for us just gives us the opportunities to explore like different careers that did not exist 2 years ago, 5 years ago, definitely not 10 years ago.
Callum, you talked about how you were the sort of person who likes to stay out of the spotlight, but now, you know, you're vlogging. What made vlogging so accessible for you?
Well, I mean, vlogging's for everyone and everyone and anyone, regardless of their background. It's such a creative platform, YouTube. Like, there's no set rules. You can do whatever you want, and it's been so accessible for me because I arrived on the scene in such a quiet Aspie. Like, I was known to be really quiet and just in my own world, didn't really want to speak to anyone. But I knew I needed to come out my shell to really have a voice.
Technically, we're all already vloggers. If you have an Instagram and you use Instagram stories, you're already vlogging, already telling the world what you think and how you respond to certain things and just putting yourself out there. So YouTube is just creating a platform where more people can find you and hopefully relate to you.
Times have changed a lot in terms of we are a lot more aware of a lot of certain subjects. We are a lot more inclusive. I think we still have a very long way to go. A lot of people are sort of talking about subjects that they might not have felt they were able to talk about, you know, X amount of years ago, and they're using these platforms in a way of communicating their thoughts. And I think also we have a lot less pressure on finding a job for life these days. I think it kind of does tie into that as well, because jobs for life don't exist anymore, and we all do have side hustles, and we are encouraged to be more creative in our daily life. And
Essentially, it's like a flexible career. You can just work it around yourself.
yeah, for sure.
I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. So for anyone watching this who's considering maybe putting some videos out there and wanting to become a vlogger, what are your top tips to them?
I would say my top tip would be credible. It's the internet. I can click onto your Twitter, I can click onto your Instagram, I can literally just search you up online. If you're vlogging about, if you're talking about something, and then I'm like, actually, but you don't do any of this, this isn't you in real life, then I'm going to click off your channel so quickly and probably never go back.
Don't live under a fake personality, don't live under a fake alias. You've got to be yourself, and that's one of the key things on being on YouTube and being on social media as well.
Be open to developing skills and always take opportunities and always check in with yourself and notice your progress and how much you've improved from the last time and the time before that, and just measure that, you know, way of progression and perfect your craft. You know, learn how to tell a story, you know, watch other people, take inspiration from how they do it, and just enjoy it.